think we'll call these two little plants the little plants that could. We're back down in the greenhouse today. I did want to be up at the allotment doing a bit of filming up there, but alas, time and tide means we are back down here at the bottom of the garden. Not to worry, I promise you Sunday's video will be at the allotment. I'm heading back up there. I'm going up there this afternoon, get a load of watering up to done, but at the weekend I've got loads of jobs to get done, so we'll get them all filmed and a bit of an update from the allotment as to what's going on there. But alas, we are here down at the greenhouse. There's still plenty of things going on, and a bit of housekeeping first of all. What's that I hear you say, Mark? Why aren't you wearing your glasses? Well, good question, everybody. It's because I've got contact lenses in. So for the last couple of weeks, I feel like I've been to the opticians a million times to get this sorted. But I'm on a contact lens trial. It's pretty good. I'm quite enjoying wearing them. It makes it so much easier in and around the garden when I lean forward. I'm not pushing my glasses back up my nose. I don't have to polish the lenses and get them all clean and tidy. Now, I know some people can be a bit funny with contact lenses. A lot of people don't like touching their eyes and things like that. But I've got to absolutely smash them with them. So I've got to go back to the opticians for one final appointment to hopefully get the sign off to wear contact lenses whenever I feel like it. And the other thing is, the other exciting local news from around here in the ancient and royal borough of Linlithgow, yesterday was March's Day. And for somebody from England who moved up to Scotland about, 15, 16 years ago now, concepts such as the marches, the fair days, the gala days and all that sort of thing, it was a bit of an alien concept, but now it's, it's just part of everyday life kind of thing around here. So every year there is the riding of the Linlithgow marches, and it's an old-fashioned thing. I think it comes from way back in the sort of 16th century, when people on horseback used to ride round the ancient borough boundaries, and we had march stones, and it was to make sure nobody encroached into the town and everybody was paying their taxes and all that sort of stuff. Nowadays, it is a big parade up and down the high street. There's all sorts of fun things going on for families and kids, and some of the parents like to go to the pub and just have a little drink. It starts at 5 o'clock in the morning and it goes on all day. There's shows on, the fairgrounds on, there's all sorts of stuff going on. And this Saturday coming is gala day, so there'll be all sorts of stuff going on in the street with floats and parades and bands and all sorts of stuff. And again, it's great because the kids can get involved. So if you don't know what it is, I'll put a little link in the description down below. You can have a little bit of a read about Linlithgow marches, but it's very, very different these days compared to what it was way back in the 16th century. Anyway, there you go. There's the messages for today. But today, a couple of things I'm going to get done. Let me show you these. I think I gave you a little glimpse of these on the last video. And this is, we've got two little sad-looking tomato plants. And admittedly, they aren't looking anywhere near as sad as they did previously. Now, I think it was probably a little bit of an overwatering problem that I had with these. They were looking really ill, really poorly, and I just brought them down here, stuck them in the greenhouse. They've probably not been watered for around about 2 weeks, I reckon, and they're looking so much healthier. And the reason I really want to look after these little tomato plants is these are both Tim's Taste of Paradise. Now, Steve from the Digwell Greenfingers channel, off his own back entirely, out the goodness of his own heart, sent me the seeds for these plants. And I've said before as well, whenever somebody gives me a plant or some seeds or something like that, I always want to look after it so much more than the ones I've grown myself. So, Steve, they're growing well now. They're looking better. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them in the greenhouse. So we're going to get another one of the quad grows set up, and we're going to get these put in there. So we'll have two Tim's Taste of Paradise looked after in the greenhouse, in the quad grows. I'll show you it at the end, but I think I've just about got enough space down here to squish it in. I could get the 4 in. No, let's do it the sensible way. Let's just put the 2 in. And we've got some potting up to do. And it's going to be a little bit of an experiment, filming-wise in here. So we've got the Brussels sprouts that are desperate for potting up. They're looking, some of the leaves down there, the lower ones, they're dying off. I should have done some of them with these ages ago. They need sorting out. We'll get that done. But previously, in the greenhouse, I had the big unit stand thing here. And when we did the 2-camera thing, the camera number 2 would be on top of there, filming me doing stuff across this way. But I've taken it out and I've got the quad grows in. So we don't have our camera stand anymore. So I'm going to try it on this side. So I've been, I've been to Tesco's again. Look, I've been rescuing the plants, the half-price plants where they don't water them. Honestly, I bought these the other day, some petunias and some lobelias, and I've just given them a drink of water, and they look fab. They look absolutely fantastic, but I am running out of space for the flowers a little bit. But yes, we will get things set up over here. Hopefully it'll work. The sides were pretty similar, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments down below if you think it works all right, because it'll get a little bit of trial and error to make sure we get things working, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I'll get set up over here and I'll come back to you and we'll get cracking with some jobs. Right, I'm back, and you might notice after waxing lyrical about the contact lenses, I've got my glasses back on, but there's a bit of a story about that, and I'll tell you in a minute. But like I was saying before, hopefully the camera angle, the sun's come out, the sun's moved down there, so the garden at the back here, it's sort of southwest facing. So right, this is late on the afternoon, so I've been at the opticians, I've come back, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. The sun is blazing from over there now. It's absolutely beating it down. It's roasting. Honestly, I'm a bit worried the old baldy napper might get a bit sunburnt. It's roasting here, and I'm trying to use this little thing here to pull these out. But these Brussels sprouts, the variety, let me remind me, these are one called Brody, that have been in this little tub, according to my date sticker there, since the 8th of April. And look at that, look at the roots on them. Talk about root bound, they are absolutely done in this little tray. So they're going to need broken up a little bit. And saying that, I think we've actually got 2 different varieties. I've got the little separator in the middle of the tray here, and I just realised that so this half are one's called Crispus F1. So I did think I had 2 different varieties. And then when I've taken them out and I just saw the one label to begin with, I thought, why have I only got one variety? So rather than using the little tool thing there to sort of dig them out one by one, I am going to have to be a little bit more brutal with these than I would like to, and it's going to tear the roots and whatnot. But not to worry, I don't need all of them. To be honest, I probably want 2 of each variety, but they're lovely little plants though. So I might do a bit more, and I'm putting them on into these pots, and they're not actually going to be in these pots for very long at all. But what I am planning on doing is at some point in the next week or so, there or thereabouts, these will be getting planted out up at the allotment. And what I want them to do is, rather than just having this little sort of, root bound ball and a little bit of compost at the bottom of the sort of quarter-size seed tray there, I want them to be settled into this bigger pot of compost. And again, this compost, because it's so hot in the greenhouse at the moment, this compost is a bit dry when I'm putting it in the pots there. Because looking at the little thermometer thing, it is 51 degrees centigrade in here. I mean, that's a bit questionable, but the little thermometer there has been in direct sunlight. So all I'm going to do, just while I'm filming here and we're having a bit of a chat, is I'm just going to do 2 of each variety that we've got. Because I know the beds, I'm going to use one of the pallet collar beds up at the allotment. That'll take 4 Brussels sprouts. That's how many I normally put in there. But I might do 2 beds this year, because I've got so many good plants. I might put 2 beds in there. Anyway, let me tell you about the opticians. So I was at the opticians, right? And it's I feel a bit done out, right? Let me first of all say, the opticians I go to is brilliant. It's just a Specsavers, and it's brilliant. The opticians are great, the staff are great, everything's great about it, they do a great job. But they came to try and sell me the contact lenses, which is fair enough, because I need to buy the contact lenses. But they wanted me to buy 3 months in advance, and I don't even get them delivered for 3 months. So I'd have to sign up direct debit today for 3 months. So I'd pay for June, July and August, and then I wouldn't actually get any delivered till the end of August. So I've paid for 3 months without getting any. Then today, I would have to buy 3 months over the counter as well. Says 3 months, 4 months essentially today I'd have been out of pocket without any lenses, and they couldn't guarantee me them delivered for next week. And I really want them for next week, but I knew about this place online that one of my pals had told me about at work, where you can get contact lenses from. And I'm just going to put on some more of these sprouts while I'm telling you my contact lens dilemma. That was, I mean, to be fair to Specsavers, they weren't overpriced, right? They weren't like massively expensive. I didn't go, oh, goodness, how much were they? But it's the fact that I was paying for so much up front without even getting them for 3 months time, and then having to order the other ones up front, which is a bit annoying. So there's other place online that I'll not name, you know, because I'm just getting them from there because my pal recommended them, and you order them, and I've ordered them, and it's about the same price as Specsavers. So like I say, they weren't massively expensive, but they're getting delivered tomorrow, guaranteed delivery tomorrow, which is what I want. You know, I wanted the contact lenses. I don't want to be waiting for over a week for these to get delivered. That's no good in this day and age, isn't it? We all expect things to be delivered pretty quickly. So that's my contact lens dilemma at the moment. But at least I'm pretty much sorted, and I've got one pot left there. So I've done 3 of that variety. We'll do one more thing for that variety. So we've got 4 Brody. And I tell you what we'll do another one of the Crispus. So then we've got 7. So we've got 4 of one and 3 of the other. But like I say, I'm planning on heading up to the plot at the weekend to get these in, get them sorted. I was up there just before. I was watering stuff up, and there's loads of jobs need doing again. There's absolutely rakes of stuff needs sorting, but that's just the way it is at this time of year. But anyway, let's get sorted. Let's get back. Let me show you how I've got those tomatoes. Look at this. Let me just get them again. Look. Oh, look at the sad little tomato plants. Let's just have a look at them again, and we'll get these in the quad grows, and I'll show you how everything's looking in here in the greenhouse. So let's head back in there into the heat. It's so lovely and cool outside here, and let's just see how things are looking. So everything's smashing over this side, our flowers and whatnot. There's little sprouts in here. They're all getting a drink from beneath. They'll settle, like I say, within the next week or 2. They'll be going out in the ground. I just want them, you know, just giving them a week in this tray, in the new pots. It's going to start, you know, those roots that you saw before where they're all sort of bound up in that little seed tray. It's just going to give them time just to start coming back to life, the roots finding their way out again before I plant them in the ground, and we'll get a nice big sort of ball of fresh compost at the bottom there as well to plant into the ground with the plants. And over here, we've got the quad grows in there. We'll look at the 2 little Tim's Taste of Paradise, and I think we'll call these 2 little plants the little plants that could. So we'll just keep trying, and hopefully they will flourish. The other quad grows you can see still back here. The one Sun Gold is doing amazing. The Brad's Atomic Grape is being very much a Brad's Atomic Grape. The cucumber's taking a bit of a knock, and it looks to me like it's not had enough water, but it's been getting enough. And I'm just wondering that, you know, the weather's been a bit funny around here recently, and the overnight temperatures have really dropped down. I mean, it's lovely. It's really warm and really nice in here today. It's absolutely beautiful. But I'm just thinking, has it been knocked a little bit? Because cucumbers are a bit more sensitive than the tomatoes and the peppers and whatnot to the temperature. So I'm just wondering, has it taken a little bit of knock? Because overnight, you know, we've been down to 5 or 6 degrees. So it's been pretty cold overnight, which is a bit weird for this time of year, considering it's June. But is that where we are these days? So that's where I'm up to with things at the moment. You've heard all about the plants and the sprouts and the little tomato plants that could. You've even heard all about my contact lens dilemma and glasses. But you know, it may sound strange I've been going on about them, but if you go back, in my videos, if you go back about 8 to 10 months ago, none of my videos you will see me with glasses on, because I never wore glasses. It's new, so only since October last year, when I got a new prescription eye test, all that jazz, and I've been starting to wear glasses. And now, you know, today I had my contact lenses in and a work meeting sort of thing, and like people were like, "Why have you not got your glasses on?" Because now it looks really weird when I don't wear my glasses, but you better get used to it, because tomorrow morning the contact lenses will be getting delivered and we can all be thankful for that. Anyway, that's me done for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, folks.